Okay, let's take a look at Robot Mesh. Now, I've just gone to robotmesh.com. Most of our programming we're going to be doing through this site, but specifically we're going to be using the Robot Mesh Studio. I'm going to click on that and open up the studio so we can take a look at what it looks like. Now, there's a couple options here. You could download it for your desktop, and that's going to save everything locally on your computer. But the problem that you're going to have with that is if you use a different computer, you won't have access to your files anymore. So what I'm going to do is go free to use online here. Click on that, and that's going to open up an online version. Now, what I want to do is sign up and make a new account if you haven't already. If you have signed up, we're just going to go to login and log in here. So there's me, but you would do your create account here. So I'm going to log in, and you can see here's some of my past programs that I've done. You'll also see up here in the right, if this is your first time, it says install RMC plugins. Well, you need to click on that, and it's going to scan and check for the plugins. Now, I've already installed these, but you're going to see 3 bars show up. And just one by one, click on the bar, install what it says to do. The first one's going to be an add-on for Chrome or Firefox. The second one is going to be for Robot Mesh Connect, and the third one is just to restart the browser to make sure that it's all working properly. Make sure those 3 things happen. Most of you aren't going to have a VexIQ robot at home or an EDR robot, but you can install this link as well, which will allow you to update the firmware on that robot. So I'm just going to go X for now. So in the files here, we've got an option for new projects. We've got assignments, featured projects, a whole bunch of cool stuff. For working from home, I'm going to go to featured projects, and I'm going to look for a VexIQ robot called Mimic. So there's probably a V5 one too, but specifically I want VexIQ Mimic. There we go. Mimic robot for curriculum activities. I click on that, and it's going to load up the Mimic robot. There's a few things. So what this is it's a robot sitting in a virtual environment, and we can program that virtual robot to do all sorts of different things. There we go. So you can see by default, here's our robot. Now you can go and build your own robot, but it is a lot of work. But we've got a lot of time coming up. And here's your programming environment. So right now, it says repeat 4 times, drive forward. So if I hit play, you can see, it just takes a second, that the robot's going to start driving forward. And because this program is set to go 4 times 300, that's larger than the field, so we're just going to see this crash into the end. And there we go, it's crashing. So I'm going to stop that. But you can play with the program a little bit. Actually, what we need to do here is go to Options. And we're going to copy the project, so copy project. And so Mimic Robot for curriculum activities. And we're just going to call that my name for now. You call it your name. And OK. And that'll allow us to edit that code a little bit. So you can see how it's gone white, and now we've got the coding. So let's say I want this to repeat once. Now I'll let that run, and it should only go forward the 300 mils at this set. So some real simple stuff just to get going. You can have a play with this, or you can wait for the next couple lessons that will be showing how to use Mimic to learn some coding.